see 3 carbon copies of the same technique or form, or kumite, and this is what the judges will be looking for. In addition to that, they'll be looking for the hand position and the feet position and the stance, or the way that they prepare themselves for the attack or the defense. The traditional salutation, moving into a kise stance. Now they're moving into the kumite itself. Notice the sharpness of the movement and the explosiveness. Each one of those represents a block, a punch, a kick, or a strike. Beautiful turn, beautiful synchronicity. And the way they bring their feet together, that's called the sanchin stance, or the way that they move. So again, each one of these has a purpose. That's blocking the groin. Very, very sharp movement. Very, very sharp movement. Now, each one of those hand gestures are also combined with a breathing gesture, or sanchin breathing, where they pull in and they push out. Notice the block with the foot and then the kick to the leg. Double punch, double block. Front kick, followed by a middle block. That's the chicken kick. And then finishing with a face strike. Excellent form. Excellent form. Now they're coming back to the finished position. Notice that it was the same as when they started. Back to the double hands. Now they'll finish with the traditional bow. You know, this performance was definitely a world-class performance. It's going to be a tough performance to beat because there weren't many mistakes. Again, they moved well together. Each athlete performing the same moves perfectly together. Same height, same distance. And they might have even chosen these athletes because of their physical size and their ability to work together. So again, tough challenge for the French to follow up on, but they didn't make it this far without having the skill set necessary to also compete and be world champions. Now they're moving into the second phase. Again, they've changed it slightly. They're doing the part where they're actually mimicking what it would be like if they were fighting with the same skills. Beautiful control. Notice where the foot is. That's called a side kick. And you're striking to the side with the edge of the foot, the blade of the foot to the throat. Again, defense, defense, knee strike, finally finishing with the throw, and a punch to the throat. Each one of these techniques were meant to disable your opponent or to stop them from being able to attack you again. Front kick with front kick miss, block, followed by another strike, and again, strike to the leg, and finishing with a push and a strike. Now, this is very creative, very creative. It looks very much like you would see in martial arts or Hollywood kung fu. So again, a beautiful strike. It was a side hook kick to the body with a throw and a beautiful finish. Notice the intensity on the athlete's face. Performance is also important in this. So when you're doing the kata portion, again, it is a performance. People are looking at you not only for the technique, but the way that you exhibit yourself and the way that you perform for the crowd. Now they're going back to a combination where they're going to work with each other again, demonstrating their ability to work together as a team. Now they go back to another multiple self-defense technique. Oh, beautiful. So So now they're doing full power, full speed, but at the last moment, they're pulling it back, showing that they could have struck with full power and rendered their opponent unconscious or unable to continue. But again, they're controlling their technique. Beautiful fall, beautiful stop. Oh, that was excellent. Now again, that's not something we'd see that often. She actually put her foot on the athlete, jumped up in the air, executed a strike to the body, and then rendered both opponents potentially unconscious. Oh, they're getting a little creative here, a little theatrical. Well, that's going to go well with the judges. Again, walking away as if the opponents have been unconscious, and then they turn and they come back for a second chance. Now they'll go back to a combination where they work together, demonstrating once again their ability to work together as a team. This has been an excellent blend of traditional martial arts skill and the versions that you would see on TV or motion pictures. Again, this sport has really evolved. It's gotten to a place where it's taken some of the traditional aspects and made them modern. This helps them appeal to the children of the world. And remember, if you want to be an Olympic sport, you have to get to a place where you can appeal to everybody in the world. And so that the children and everybody in the world wants to practice a sport and increase the participation. Karate really is on the forefront of becoming an Olympic sport. You've got to imagine the amount of endurance it takes to do this. I mean, this routine is going on for quite some time. So the athletes, again, have to have aerobic and anaerobic conditioning. You've got to be able to be explosive, yet be able to do it for a long period of time. The condition. Oh, beautiful jump side kick. Put a foot on the person, jumped up in the air, and execute a turning back kick. This is a modern technique. You know, this isn't something that you would have saw about 5 or 10 years ago. And it really has made its way now into the general repertoire of all these different Karate-Do athletes. Back to the traditional form again. Groin strike, face punch, inside-outside block. Going back to the hourglass stance. Notice the control, the ability to bring that explosiveness up, and then come back and calm down and bring it back in. This is the mark of a great Karate-Do. Again, traditional finish. And now they exit the competition floor.